Hello, my name is Swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the boker Kalashnikov 74 switchblade. This knife was sold in USA as a push button knife, and somebody did convert it to a switchblade, made some modifications to it and added a spring, and now it's a switchblade. So the knife is made in Taiwan in a pretty good quality. The blade is AUS 8 steel. You get that in different blade styles, plain edge serrations, and the shape of the blade as well. I even saw a S30V steel variation on the market, coupled together with a cast handle. It is like a pot metal handle that they did cast in that shape of that knife, and the handle comes in different colors as well. This one is black. This knife here is used. We see on top is a bit of that black coating gone. So the knife gets made as a push button in Taiwan for the US market, and then as it is imported as a push button, which is legal, then some people or companies gonna convert that to a switchblade inside USA, which is also legal if in that area the switchblades are legal. Like here in Georgia, that's legal anyhow. For the original German market, the situation is a bit different. There you can have switchblades that are foreign made, like in Taiwan, then you import it to Germany and then you sell it there as a switchblade. There the situation is a bit different than in USA. So originally that knife, the difference between this and the other variations for Germany, we see that the sliding safety, which would slide in here, is missing. Apparently, because it's a push button, they do not sell the knife with that sliding safety, so that is a problem, and apparently those parts are not available in USA. It's a simple sliding safety on top that interlocks with the push button there, so nothing too fancy, quite likely a plastic part. We're gonna see as I get the part. I'm gonna put it in and then we see how that looks. To the blade style of this variation here, it's a full flat grind. We have a clip point style blade. This one has part serrations on it. Again, the knife was used as I got it, so there are a bit scratches and L's on it. We see the laser engraving, Automat Kalashnikov 74, boker of the plus line. On top right is the serial number of that knife here. I don't know why you would like to put a serial number on it, but that is on it here. Then we see the laser engraved pivot pin, the screw side. On the other side the pivot is going all the way through and formed the axis. This is the screw that they did laser engrave, and on top we have the push button. It's relative flush with the handle, so you really need to press it in good that the knife gonna open. The knife is screwed together with torque screws. Quality is really well made for the price of the knife. That shows that the Taiwanese sure know what they do. We have on the back side the pocket clip. Has a bit of ribbed design, unusual, following those ribs, those 3 ribs of the handle scales. The clip is also put on with the Torx screw there, so you can take it off if you want. You can put it on the other side on because the cutout is only on this side here, so that's a bit of drawback. We have on top a lanyard hole there, that is good. There was no Loctite on the screws as I took it apart. This one was used. It was dirty inside, so I needed to take it apart. From the construction, nothing special at all. We have a coil spring that goes around the main privet here and interlocks with part of the scale and part of the blade to give it the tension, and then a spring loaded button that we have here. So absolute nothing special. We have some grooves over here and here. Then we have the finger grooves. I did whittle today a bit with it. Just make sure that the handle fits your hand pretty well, then that works. For me, the handle is already a bit on the small side, so that doesn't work too well for me for a longer time. That was basically done by the German laws. They have a legal limit of the length of the blade for switchblades over there, so they did not make a bigger variation of that knife that would fit my hand. That is how that is. It's more a medium variation of a switchblade. As we gonna push the button, just make sure that the hands are off the blade, and then you simply do like that. The knife opens, and it, as soon as you let the button go, it's gonna spring loaded, push back, and interlocks with the blade. That's all what there is to say about the action. It works good, it has a good snap. That can of course be a bit different depending on how what kind of spring is in it. This one here is pretty fast for a switchblade, so that works pretty well for me. The knife itself is on the market for a long time. So far I had it X time in my hand but never did buy one, and this time, as I saw that deal, I did get it finally and test it out a bit. So far pretty good. It's just sad to see that the safety is missing. That should be sold by Boker USA as a spare part, so you can actually make the conversion how it should be. At least the push button is a bit flush, so it will not likely be pushed if you carry the knife in your pocket, but still safety would make me feel a bit more comfortable by carrying the knife. Now to the box. The box that the knife came in is really unique. We see here the name, the number of the knife, and as we look at it, it has a shape like a Kalashnikov magazine with the star in the middle. Of course the Kalashnikov magazine don't have a star in the middle here, but still the shape is done like that. As we open it, the knife gonna be in it like that, so that looks pretty nice too. It's quite a gag, as that did be sold first time. That was quite a difference on the boxing that was used on this one compared to all the other knives. Because of its shape, the box is not that easy to make, and for shipping that may be a bit a problem too, because it's not just straight. But for sure it's a gag. If you need the box, that is up to you. It just came with that used knife. Usually the people throw the box away anyhow, so that was good luck that the box did come with that knife here, so I can show that how that looks. Yeah, all in all, for sure a nice knife. As a push button without the spring, it doesn't make too much sense for me in my books, but maybe for other people that works, especially if that would be banned as a switchblade in certain areas. Make sure to check the law in your area before you order or get any switchblade or knives that may be banned or not legal in your area. Yeah, that much about the boker the Kalashnikov 74 model.